Hey guys, so I have honestly been trying to film a tarot video for like a minute and I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know what it is. I like really want to, but I don't understand, and I don't know if I hate to say this, but I don't know if it's just because I'm not connecting with this deck yet. I haven't connected with it yet. I don't know if I will. I'm trying to stay optimistic because I don't want to put any bad vibes onto it. Because I was really excited for it actually to get this deck. I ordered it off Amazon. This is a deck actually created by, oh my gosh, what is her name? Rachel True. She is an actress. She was actually in the movie The Craft. And I was really intrigued just by her, and obviously I love that movie. And so I was like, you know what? I want to get something from her. And I got this and I was really excited. And then I've been trying the past few days just to like connect with it. I don't know if any of you guys ever really worked with tarot or like if you know kind of like how this works, but basically for me, I'm an intuitive reader. So what that means is I go based on what I feel intuitively the messages are in the decks. Now, I do have a bunch of different tarot decks, some that I tend to gravitate more towards. I'll actually go grab the ones I do. One second. Okay, so these are the other decks. So this is the Rider-Waite tarot deck. This is like your original tarot deck, kind of like your standard one. This one is kind of like my tried and true. And then this is the Everyday Witches tarot deck. I love the imagery on these decks, or this deck in particular. So I find that this is an easier read, this one and then this one. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just because I gravitate more towards the imagery in them or what, but I don't know. That's just kind of my thing. I don't know if I just need more time or what it is necessarily, but yeah, I don't know. I'm like really like struggling because I wanted to, oh, look at that. Six of Pentacles. I really wanted to create a video, and I honestly got like almost halfway through it and I like gave up. And that's not like me to do that. Like when I start something, I like to finish it. And I just was not feeling it. And I don't want to put out anything that people could pick up on that I'm just like not into. Like, what's the point? What's the point of doing that? I feel like that's just being dishonest or doing a disservice to the people who are watching, who are trying to get something from these videos. So I wanted to maybe see on camera if I can just kind of vibe with these cards. So I shuffled all three of them, all three decks. So I thought, let's just pick a card on camera. Let's just see how this goes. So you can choose any of the three decks. We've got pile one, or group one, group two, and group three. Okay. Go ahead and choose which one that you are gravitating towards, and I'll even pull you an additional message with the Secret Garden Oracle. I love this little deck. So go ahead and choose which one. There is no right or wrong. You can choose all three if you want. It's up to you. And we're just going to see what the messages are for you guys. So take a deep breath. All right, and we're going to start with group one. So I'm actually going to put these guys off to the side for right now. Them there, and let's start here with group one. So we're just going to see what comes out. I don't really have a rhyme or reason. I just want to see what messages are there for you guys for my group one, since you guys selected the Rider-Waite Tarot. Okay, we've got a tower moment. Okay, cool. All right, group one, so tower moments. Now, I say that, but realistically, I have to remember, towers are never fully bad, okay? Towers typically represent a sudden, and I say this loosely, but catastrophic change, as seen in the picture here. It's the lightning depicted there shows like just how quick it can happen, and it almost feels like your world is tumbling down or things are crashing around you. In reality, though, this actually might be a blessing in disguise, and it doesn't feel like that in the moment. Again, we'll pull another card for you just to clarify this Tower moment, but typically this actually might be for the best. This kind of sudden shakeup, if you will, might have needed to happen in order for something better to come along or to come into the picture, just depending on what your current situation is. So, you know, obviously to everybody, their Tower moment is going to be something different. You know, what you define as kind of ground shaking is going to be different from the next person. But again, this is really more so something sudden, something quick is happening that is definitely going to shake up your normal day-to-day life. Okay, now, oh, I dropped a card. Let's pick this up. Okay, so let's see. What is a clarifier for the Tower for my group ones? Can I get a clarifier, please? Okay, let's just take it. Ooh, the Lovers in reverse. Okay. So this might have to do with a love relationship. This could just be a change in relationship and probably not for the best. But, well, okay, let me change that. Probably not for the best. It won't feel like it's for the best, but in actuality, this might be for the best, because if this relationship is ending, there could be a very good reason why this is ending, and especially if it's happening so suddenly. Perhaps there could have been some deceit. There could have been obviously just not seeing eye to eye. The Lovers in reverse not only talks about relationships, but this could just be a severing of ties with something. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship itself, especially if you are single. This could even be like a job opportunity, something that you were with for a long time, something that you were really close to or connected with. So again, I'm thinking like job, a career, think of friendship even. Maybe you're no longer friends with someone. And again, just because you're not seeing eye to eye, there's just something, there is a strong imbalance. Either they made them showed their true colors to you. There definitely is something that is out of sorts. I really want to know more now. Okay, I'm going to shuffle you guys a couple more. Sorry, I keep dropping as I'm shuffling, which isn't good. Okay, I should really shuffle over here so then that way they don't fall. Okay, so let's get clarifier for the Lovers, please. Okay, the Chariot. Okay, things are just not moving forward here. Okay, so if this is dealing with a love relationship, if this could just be because this dissolved because this person wasn't going anywhere with you. They didn't really want more. I think they were just kind of content with where they were at. Either you wanted more or they wanted more. Somebody wanted to move in a different direction, and this is what caused the split. This is what caused like that divide. Like there really was no compromise. It kind of just was like, okay, if you're not going to work with me, or if you're not going to compromise with me, then I'm going to go my separate ways. Kind of like what I'm seeing here. Now, again, this doesn't fully have to just be a relationship. I'm not trying to scare those of you who are in happy relationships. You know, like I said, with the Lovers, it doesn't always have to mean that. It just means like a partnership of some kind. So think of this like either like with work or friendships even. Somebody that you share some sort of connection with, or something that you share a connection with. There definitely was a different paths being presented here, and it was almost like you obviously wanted to go one way, they wanted to go another. There definitely is no compromise here. It's just like my way or no way, and they clearly went their own direction. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, let's see if we can get one more card for you guys. Okay, yeah, this was quick. Yeah, Eight of Wands. This happened really fast. This happened really, really fast. The Eight of Wands is all about fast movement, forward movement here. So I feel like somebody was going on in a direction of their own. Like they were going no matter what. Whether this was you, whether this was them, somebody was moving forward. Like they were just going, and somebody else wanted to stay stagnant. They didn't want to move on. They wanted to stay right where they were. No sense in change. Again, no compromise. Compromise keeps coming up, like no compromise. Kind of like just being stuck in their ways. Like, I don't want to go that way. That's odd. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to pull you guys one more because this is really interesting. This has really piqued my interest. See, this is what I'm saying. Like these cards, I just like, I can go. I don't know what it is. I'm hoping for group 2, we'll get it better. We'll keep this momentum going. But I'm curious now for group 1 just to kind of see what this sudden change is. Like, again, it doesn't have to just be the relationship. I don't want to freak you guys out in thinking like, oh, this had to do with just a relationship. Although for some it definitely is. For some it is. I can't lie. Like that is 100%. This is confirmation here with the 10 of Cups. This is family. This is home life. This is everything turned upside down. That's a shake in there. World upside down. 100%. So I can't, I'm really trying to just be like not focusing on the relationship, but like I said, I can't lie. This is definitely for some, for sure. Like this had to deal with a relationship. This is almost like your world turning upside down, literally. And this happened really quickly. So if you, oh God, I'm really sorry. I really, really am. Especially if you had a family with this person. This was not easy. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. For those of you, if this isn't relating to a relationship, because again, you can still have this whole situation. Again, the way tarot works, it's more based off of the energy that you are currently on. So it's picking up your energy vibration. If you are watching this and you selected this, I'm channeling that, exactly what you were putting out. So this is the message that I'm getting for you. Now remember, nothing has to be definitive. If you do not like what you were seeing or what you're hearing, you have the power to change. You have the power to, create your own, outcome. But this is just kind of like what you are currently on right now, which is what I'm seeing here with this. So for some reason, this happened quickly. But if you are not in a relationship and this is not dealing with a relationship for you, this is a breaking of something. So whether you are in a friendship, because you're close to this person, there is a closeness because they almost feel like family. So I feel like for some of you, this could be a best friend. This could be just somebody that you consider a best friend. They just, I don't know what it is about them, but they just did not want to move forward. Either they're just kind of digging their heels into something. I don't know. They're just, clearly you guys are just not on the same level. The Lovers really, I look at as a balance. It's kind of like the yin to your yang kind of thing. And so when that's in the reverse, the 10 of Cups reverse, you've got the Chariot reverse, the World reverse, you have you've got 1, 2, 3, you have 3 major arcana cards in reverse. So this is a very strong situation. You have a 4th major arcana, which is the Tower. So this is definitely, it's a lot. I'm sorry. I really, really am sorry that you're having to go through this, honestly, group 1, because that's not ever fun. It's not ever fun having to deal with something so sudden, especially when it does feel like your world is being flipped upside down. And now you're having to kind of navigate your life without this person or this individual, or even just maybe this job. I'm going to still say job out there because something's still speaking to me as if this might have to do with a job, maybe severing ties from your work relationship or business partner that you worked with. Maybe you guys just didn't see eye to eye on where you guys saw this business going for the future. And obviously you wanted to go one way, they wanted to go another, and it it dissolved. It did not work out. So group one, that is what I see for you guys. I'm definitely still going to pull you guys an additional, some additional messages with the Secret Garden Oracle. So move that there. Let's just see what other messages that we have for you guys for group one. Oh, look at that. Success. Bloom wherever you were planted. Interesting. So we have success here. So this actually is probably for the better. Like I said at the beginning, even though like this might suck in the moment, you guys, this actually is going to be for the better. I really, really feel like that. Like I felt that in the beginning, and I feel like the more I kept pulling, I was like, oh, maybe I jumped the gun there. But this just kind of reconfirms like this is something for the better for you. Okay, we have we don't tolerate less than you deserve. Yes, look at that. That's why. Don't tolerate what less than you deserve. Okay, you're weeding out this person. This person, I'm sorry to say, but they didn't, oh no, they didn't deserve you. This person, these people, whomever, they did not deserve you. Okay, oh, look at that. Release, lighten your load. Yeah, let it go. Let them go. It's honestly good riddance at this point, and I feel better now having like seen these cards, because honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure you guys could pick up on that. I was really like nervous as we kept going. I was like, oh dear God, this is such a, like a negative reading, and I don't like that. I don't like doing readings like these, especially like when it just seems like, okay, is there any good news here? But yes, that literally was like the better news out of everything. So there was that. I am so sorry, you guys, if though this is a tough time for you. I truly, truly am. Obviously, it's not easy to, go through any type of sudden change, especially if it's one that maybe you weren't necessarily prepared for or that you were ready for. But, I do want you to know that this clearly seems to be for the better for you. And even if it doesn't feel like that right now, you will eventually, and you can clearly tell me to shut up at this point. I am so, sorry, I get it. But hopefully at the end of the day, you will see that this is for the best. So, all right, we're going to move on to pile number two. Pile two, we're going to work with the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. So I've already gone ahead and shuffled these. We're going to go ahead and see what are your messages for group two. What are your messages for group two? This is really just anything that's going to come out. We're going to just see any messages for you guys for all my group twos. Okay. All right, so we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay. Seven of Wands. Okay, so for my group two, so since we've got the Seven of Wands first, this is basically making me think that we're definitely in a low vibe here. It's almost like feeling like you're having to defend yourself against others. For some reason, people are just not maybe being as kind, or things are just not working out for you right now. With the, Wheel of Fortune here in reverse, this would kind of be a confirmation. It's almost like you're having to constantly either prove yourself or feel like you need to prove yourself to others, with the Seven of Wands in reverse. And it's getting to the point where it's exhausting and completely understandable. I don't know why though we are at this point. With the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, this is just making me think that things are just not going the way that we had hoped or that we had planned. But typically with the Wheel of Fortune, when it comes up in a reading, it's usually like this is kind of what's supposed to happen. So this makes me think that this is a challenge necessary for you right now. Even though it can feel exhausting and it feels like you're overwhelmed, it's shown up because it's wanting to teach you something. There's a lesson here that you were meant to learn, that I feel like is trying to prepare you for your future, which is interesting because, again, I feel like there's this sense of like just almost like you're tired, like just like, do I have to keep going? Do I have to keep doing this? And the universe is almost just like, yeah, you kind of do. You kind of have to put up with it just a little bit longer until you realize what the lesson is. Then we'll back off. You know, it's almost what I feel like is kind of like what they are wanting to tell you here with that. So let's see. Let's get a little bit more clarification with these two cards for you guys. Okay, we've got way too many. I'm actually going to take these back because that was a lot. We'll take this one. And this, the Magician in reverse. Yep, okay. So nothing's manifesting for you. Yeah, things are just not going your way. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh. This is what happens. This is what I do when I get nervous. It's more so because, yeah, just for some reason, the focus is, I don't think, fully there. I don't know if you fully know what you want because you feel so defeated. It's almost hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel at this point. It's almost like, what's the point of me wanting to better myself or wanting to look for something better if I'm already struggling here, you know? And it's tricky because, like I said, I feel like this is really trying to teach you something. And this, you know, even though it sucks right now and it's not the easiest thing to deal with, there is a lesson here. That's what I keep hearing. I keep hearing there's a lesson. Like, you really need to pay attention to what that is. Only you will know what that is, okay? So let's see. Maybe we could get a little bit more clarification. What is this lesson for them? Okay, so we've got the Page of Cups in reverse, okay? Okay, you guys are very much in this low vibe, and I get it. Like I said, we've got nothing but reversals here. And with the, oh, sorry, did I say Princess? It's a Prince of Cups. Sorry, this is the Knight of Cups in reverse. Don't know. I'm, again, still getting used to this deck, guys. So with the Knight of Cups here in reverse, this is making me think of this sense of kind of just being all over the place, not only emotionally, but even just feeling like almost like woe is me kind of a thing, because again, you're tired of having to feel like you need to stick up for yourself. You're tired of feeling like things are just not going in your favor. But like I said, there is a reason for this, and it's because the universe is trying to get you to learn something from this. And I feel like the focus is on what it is that you truly want. I don't think you really know what you want, because it's evident here with the Magician in reverse. The Magician is the manifestation card. So when it's in the upright, this is like you've got all the tools ready. It's like you know what you want. You're focused. You're like, okay, I'm going to go after this. I'm going to make this happen. When it's in the reversal, it's like something's missing. Like it's like you've got pretty much everything at your disposal, but it's like you don't know how to use it. You're just kind of like, okay, now what do I do? Or either you're almost expecting someone else to do it for you, or again, just not really putting in that much thought or effort because maybe something else is distracting you, or you're focusing more on the pain, or, you know, the I don't want to say depression, but just almost like those feelings, you know, those negative feelings, rather than focusing on the positive of what you want, this positive outcome for you. And that's really what I'm seeing here with this Prince of Cups. So this is like telling you, you really need to get yourself focused. You really need to pay attention to what it is that you ultimately want, as far as like with your manifestation. If this is you trying to get out of a job, you know, or a relationship, or just your current living situation, if you don't like where you're at, then you need to take the steps necessary to make this happen, to where you can move out, or where you can get a new job, or where you can get, you know, free yourself from a relationship if you're not happy. You know, it's taking these necessary steps, not just waiting for it to just fall into your lap. Okay. So I think what the universe really wants you to do is just kind of get clear on your intention. Get as clear as you can, so then that way this can, you know, make sense to you, and it can start to be better for you. Okay. Now let's pull you some additional messages here. These are from the Secret Garden Oracle. We're going to see what your additional messages are. Okay, so we have Twilight. Surrender to the last hour when the light barely touches the flowers. Okay, so yeah, this is just kind of like surrendering to it, like letting go of this negativity, you know. Don't allow this to kind of hold you back, as I think what we've been kind of doing here. We've been kind of just waiting around, you know, for something to happen, and it hasn't happened. And that's because our intention hasn't been clear. So really just kind of surrender to, you know, the negative, you know, any of those negative thoughts, let them go, surrender them, surrender what no longer serves you, you know, and then once you do so, then that's when things will start to maybe be a little bit clearer for you, to where you can focus on what you truly want, as far as like your goals or what you're trying to manifest. Okay, let's see. Let's get another message for you guys. Okay, we have change. As with the falling leaves, embrace change. Okay, yeah, definitely. It's time for change. Okay, we got to embrace it. Clearly, we're not happy with where we're at right now. So it's time to make that change. And then we have play. Among the grass and wild violets lie undisturbed little secrets to uncover. Okay, so yeah, definitely don't take things so serious either. Like, this might be the time where not only do you kind of just focus on what it is that you truly want, but you do things that make you happy too. Obviously, things aren't really as exciting, or you're not as happy as you would like to be, I think, in your current situation. So you need to have a little bit of time for some play, you know, enjoying the little things. And I feel like when you start to do that, when you start to lift your vibration, you know, or you, your vibration gets higher, then that's when things start to kind of get themselves back into place. Things start to kind of even themselves out. And also too, you kind of, your judgment and your mind starts to get a little bit clearer. You can start to, you know, really focus on the positives. You can start to manifest better ideas or things into your life a little bit more. So definitely give that a try, group 2, and really see how much of a difference that makes for you. Okay, so group 2, that was your reading. Let me know what you guys think. Definitely give it a try. Let's see how it goes, and then let me know in the comment section down below how it worked out. All right, so group 3, we're gonna go ahead and move on over to you guys. So we're gonna see what messages do we have for group 3. Okay, whoa, that was a horrible shuffle on my part. Sometimes I do that, guys. Okay. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Swords, we've got the Hermit, and we've got the Four of Wands. Interesting. Okay, so Ace of Wands. Oh, I like this. So Ace of Wands, this is really all about kind of getting clear with our thoughts and our ideas. This is kind of like where things start to kind of, our ideas start to form, things start to kind of gain momentum as to like what we want to do next. I love this. And this is kind of like you just kind of getting or tapping into even just like your higher self, I feel like, with the Hermit too. With the Hermit card, this is really kind of like knowing oneself, knowing what it is that you truly want, kind of looking more inward. And I feel like with the Ace of Swords too, with that combination, this is really just kind of you stepping into that, kind of like getting to know almost like the real you and what it is that you want. Where do you want to go from here? Where do you see yourself, you know, in the next maybe 5 years? Where do you see yourself excelling, you know? And this is just kind of like tapping into that and really connecting with that higher sense of self, which is very powerful, because that's what's going to kind of guide you in the right direction. Like when you trust in yourself and trust that, okay, I know what I want and I'm going to go for it. Not only do you create a sense of confidence, but you create that sense of knowing, like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out and do it. And you create this sense of law of attraction. So think about manifestation, think about law of attraction, all of that combined. This is kind of like, I'm going to move forward and I'm going to make moves. I'm going to make it happen. And it happens. And with the Four of Wands here, this is establishing this sense of security. It's very similar to group one. Actually, sorry, not group one. I actually did another reading right before this, and the Four of Wands came up. And one of the biggest things that was emphasizing in that reading was a sense of security, establishing like roots, establishing basically oneself. And that's almost kind of like what I see here with this Four of Wands popping up here with the Hermit and the Ace of Swords. Is like, it's like you are trying to figure out not only who you are, but like what you want to do and where you want to establish yourself, not only in this world, but where you feel safe, where you feel comforted. If this means like buying a home or just kind of like, you know, settling somewhere. Maybe this is you wanting to move to a different location that you're not used to. You want to kind of set up roots somewhere else. You know, you want to just do what you want, what makes you happy, and where you know ultimately that you will succeed, which is really exciting. So I love that for you guys already. Let's see what else we've got for my group threes. Okay, sometimes I just like to throw the cards, apparently. Okay, let's see. Any other messages for you guys? I don't know. Maybe all that's what it wants to focus on. And it very well could be. All right, so Queen of Wands. Ooh, yes. Use a bad bitch. Okay. Yeah, you're this is you trying to get to this point, like literally like start to finish. Like, oh my God, I love that. Okay, so basically with the Queen of Wands really represents somebody who is not only secure with themselves, but somebody who goes after their passions, who's driven, who's motivated. It's like, literally the Queen of Wands is that bitch. Like, that is who everyone strives to be like. That is what they want for themselves. Like, if you think of the best version of yourself, that is the Queen of Wands energy, 100%. Because it's like, she is, I keep saying, yeah, she's that bitch. Like, she really is. She's this person that if you could think of the best version of yourself, whether this is just like who you want to be, as successful as you want to be, as sexual as you want to be, as, you know, secure as you want to be, whatever, like she encompasses all of that. And that is so amazing because, like I said, I feel like you guys are really looking inward. You're really looking at to yourself, like, where do I want to go? Where do I want to be? You want to be here. You want to reach your ultimate level of success. That is what you were trying to aim for. And I love that about you guys because it's like you're on that journey. You're on that track. What your energy is putting out right now, this is that energy. This is you putting in the work, okay? Putting in the ideas, looking inward, and then really trying to see how this plays in your whole life, okay? And getting to this point. So that is amazing because it is really tricky. I will not lie. It is very, very tricky for a lot of us to get to that point. Sometimes we kind of stall about here and this tends to be like an ideal. It never becomes reality because we stay stuck in our ideas. We allow fear to kind of seep in and to prevent us from kind of moving forward. Now, if you really are somebody who works with law of attraction or who works with manifestation, this is kind of how you get to this point because you stay focused, you stay clear-minded on what it is that you're wanting and you make it happen. And honestly, group 3, I see that for you guys. I see that for many of you. If you are on this track right now, this is where you're headed, and I love that. So I want to pull you guys additional messages. We've got radiance. Keep your head held high and follow the sun. Yes, you are radiant. Absolutely. Okay. Just keep it up. You guys are doing amazing. You're doing amazing, sweetie. 100%. Love that. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow, wow, wow. That was way too much. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay. Well, that was my own damn fault. But you know what? Let's just take them. Okay, so we've got beauty, dare to be tender and strongly vulnerable. Yes, that's that Queen of Wands energy. Wallflower, look for the crack in the concrete to find your way out. Yes, because you do not need to be confined. Grow. All flowers must grow through the dirt. Yes. This is all about growth. This is all about you moving forward. Look at this. I can't make this up. This is literally like you guys moving forward, going after what it is that you want. Break out of this norm. Anything that holds you back, any fear, break out of that, okay? Because this is where you're headed. This Four of Wands, this Queen of Wands, that's where you're trying to get to, okay? You guys have the potential, group 4, or group 3. God, I said 4 because we have 4 cards, sorry. But that is where you guys are headed, and I love that because this is a beautiful thing. This is something where not many people are able to do because like I said earlier, it's fear, things like that tend to hold us back. And for you guys, I don't see that here. I see like if you keep pushing forward, if you keep focus on what it is that you want, you're going to get there 100%. Okay. So, whoo, that was our readings for today. I actually like this way better. I'm so glad I did this. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, the videos that I did earlier, I was so bummed. It just didn't work out. But honestly, look at that. Things happen for a reason. And that is this. I'm actually really happy I did this. I did live shuffles. It's been so long since I've done something like this. And hopefully you guys like the new little setup I've got going on here. This is kind of like a temporary. It's not a for sure thing. But if you like it, I can definitely do more. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic day, night, evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.